The Giants in today's game totals on the year. It's the Ravens going up against the Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Desmond Bryant in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Wentz. And he's got the hook up with Anthony Fasano. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Returnable now for Allen. Oh, shifty. Whoa. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, Newton. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
To throw on second down is Newton. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Newton gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. It's a gain of 5. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. The veteran Roddy White, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Roddy White, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me out their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Here's Newton, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Connor Barwin is one of the most versatile outside linebackers in the league. Started his collegiate career as a tight end and basketball player. You see that athletic ability on display each and every week.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Ajayi. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Corey Graham has everything you're looking for in a safety. The ability to come up and tackle, as well as play the deep zones.
To throw is Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Here we go now.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And Fasano here brings it in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Red zone opportunity.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. This will be caught at about the three. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Cam looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last, ball back for our own offense. Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now a toss play. It's a Giant. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Wentz to throw on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. One receiver to the left is Evans. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an offset eye. This is Ajayi. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now it's Ajayi. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them, but on that play,
no gain.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Daquan Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
Hey. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing is Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I know tight ends love this. Catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Newton on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The rookie from Ohio State, Joey Bosa, in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. To throw on second down is Newton. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
3rd and long. It's Newton looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that brings up 4th down.
After 2015, when they only picked off 6 passes on defense, that was the lowest total in the NFL. You and I both know that they spent the entire offseason talking about getting interceptions, getting their hands on the ball, and taking away from the other team. They'll take that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. The big fella. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that's incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That give him a little extra.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. On 1st down, it's Newton. He sets, and look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Barry Church. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. And the Giants ready to come out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Here we go now.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So some disappointment there as the field goal falls short, and we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Newton now on second down. Benjamin with it over the middle. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan. Been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
On second down, here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing on third down, Newton. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player. But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On 2nd and 10, Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of us. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kelvin Benjamin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one. And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Cam looking to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll start out on the ground with a jive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now let's go.
They run again with a jive. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll run it with Jackson and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Connor Barwin able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Newton on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 2nd and 10 here. So certainly something to watch here as Newton is now out. And they'll hand things over their backup quarterback and task him with preserving this lead. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with a fullback DeMarco. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And quickly they get to the line. Looking to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. The Fasano here brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Jordan Matthews all by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jordan Matthews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Wentz going to look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And the Ravens taking the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Benjamin with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Jackson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll switch it up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Red Ellison, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Desmond Bryant in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Time for a break. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Now a shotgun snap. Under pressure, they got him again. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And it has been a good game for him.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daquan Jones in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit! Get high, baby. Get up. Let's go. Detroit! Detroit! Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Turn it up. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Wentz. Gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Connor Barwin in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Looking to throw, and this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.